A special event at your business or a community event that needs to have a way to provide instructions to the public? TownScreen can help. They have portable 43-inch displays that can be custom programmed with a bright, high-definition display that can even be sponsored. These portable screens can be used indoors or out and can run up to 12 hours on a battery. So even if there's no electricity available, you are good to go. For more information, go to townscreen.com or call 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Showers are likely today, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after 3 this afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 80%, and new rainfall amounts between a tenth and a quarter of an inch are in the forecast, except higher amounts are possible if you happen to be in a thunderstorm. Our high temperature day should be near 65. Will be breezy with southerly winds 15 to 21 miles per hour with gusts as high as 39 miles per hour. Showers are likely tonight, mainly before 9 p.m. Chance of precipitation for tonight is 60%. New rainfall amounts between a tenth and a quarter of an inch again are possible and forecasted, except higher amounts, as always, could be achieved if you happen to be in a thunderstorm. Tonight will be cloudy, but gradually will become partly cloudy, and we should have a low temperature around 42 degrees. Southerly winds will be 10 to 18 miles per hour, becoming westerly after midnight tonight. Winds could gust as high as 36 miles per hour. We have partly sunny skies in Friday's forecast with a high near 55. Winds will be out of the west at 5 to 9 miles per hour, becoming light and variable during Friday afternoon, and they could gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Early tomorrow morning, we could have a wind chill value as low as 38 degrees. Tomorrow night, we do have a 30% chance of showers after midnight with mostly cloudy skies. A low temperature around 35 degrees. Light and variable winds become northwesterly 5 to 8 miles per hour after midnight tomorrow night. Winds could gust as high as 18 miles per hour. We have mostly sunny skies in Saturday's forecast with a high temperature near 45. Northwesterly winds Saturday will be 9 to 14 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. We expect partly cloudy skies Saturday night, low around 21. Then Sunday should be sunny with a high temperature only in the mid-30s. Skies will be clear Sunday night with a low temperature around 20 degrees. Then Monday should be sunny with a high temperature near 50. Monday night we expect mostly clear skies, low around 32. Then Tuesday will be mostly sunny with a high near 57. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy skies are expected with a low around 34 degrees, and Wednesday should be partly sunny with a high temperature near 45 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri's 2026 legislative session is underway. Senate President Pro Tem Cindy O'Loughlin, entering her final year in the chamber, says she wants to challenge state government to focus on the basics.
Missourians want results. They want better roads, better schools. They want safe streets and neighborhoods. They want better jobs. They want thriving communities. And they want less dependence on the government at all levels.
House Democrats say they'll focus on practical solutions and transparency while pushing back against what they call GOP failures, pledging to advocate for working families and protect fundamental rights as the session runs through May 15th. The Missouri Supreme Court heard arguments Wednesday on a law passed last year that set new regulations for writing summaries for ballot measures. It also included language giving Missouri's Attorney General sole authority to appeal preliminary injunctions regarding ballot language and other state laws. Political activist Sean Nicholson is suing the state, claiming the law violates the single subject rule. Deputy Solicitor General Sam Friedland disagrees.
The individual subjects of SB 22 do not need to relate to each other. They only need to relate to the overall subject of judicial proceedings.
The Missouri Supreme Court will rule on the case later. One of Missouri's top education priorities for 2026 is making sure every student is assessed for literacy. Deputy Commissioner Kelly Jones says state law requires teachers to use approved assessments, and over the past 4 years, the state has worked to train educators in the science of reading.
We have trained thousands of teachers across the state on how to teach this, and we are just now getting to that point to where we can really have that expectation and implement all of this. So we expect next year 100% of our school districts to use a state-approved assessment tool, and then that following year after that, we should have a really good look at what our literacy looks like in the state.
Jones says about 90% of Missouri schools now use state-approved reading assessments as districts phase out contracts with other vendors. This is Missouri Net.
Some reminders on being winter ready from fellow truck and semi drivers.
You need to allow yourself a little more time in the morning. Try to plan ahead.
I make sure and check the weather forecast. Make sure I have a full tank of fuel, water, a phone, and a charger.
Reduce your speed and you increase your following distance.
Better to be late than end up in a ditch somewhere.
You're a professional driver. You make the call. You know when it's time to get off the road. Don't push it.
Safety's first.
This message brought to you by KSMO Lives.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
U.S. Figure Skating Championships are in St. Louis through Sunday. St. Louis is expecting the competition to bring in over $28 million for the business community. Greater St. Louis Inc.'s Ron Kitchens says the impact goes beyond tourism and sports and reaches business.
We know of the top 3 indicators of why companies pick communities is, 1, they read about the community and the great things happening in that community.
The nation's top figure skaters are trying to earn a spot on the U.S. Olympics team. A Missouri bill sponsored by Republican State Rep Tricia Burns of Wentzville would require 70% of assignments for kindergarten through 5th grade to be completed using pen or pencil and paper. The legislation also mandates printed textbooks, limits digital instruction to 45 minutes per student per day, and requires teaching cursive writing in elementary schools. And a Kansas City charity, Operation Breakthrough, will receive $35,000 after NFL fans voted Travis Kelce as the winner of the 2025 Nationwide Charity Challenge. This is Missouri Net.
In fields where weeds don't back down, farmers count on Liberty Ultra Herbicide by BASF. The Liberty Lock formulation delivers stronger coverage, improved uptake, and 20% better weed control. Clayt Anderson in North Loop, Nebraska can tell you the same.
Every post-pass we go in on soybeans, we spray Liberty on anything that we can, and it does everything that we need it to do.
That's Liberty Ultra Herbicide. Steady, trusted dependability. Hear more Ultramonials at libertyultramonials.com. Always read and follow label directions.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Another slow day for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Good morning, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. It was another very quiet day for direct cash cattle trade activity. The lone bid to have surfaced was in Kansas at $232 live. That was well off the asking prices of $235 to $237 live in the South. The North remained quiet. Look for packer inquiries to pick up as the week progresses, but significant trade volume could hold out until Friday. At the Ozarks Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers and heifers were steady to $6 higher. Steer and heifer calves were steady to $8 higher. The USDA says demand was very good on a moderate supply. The market was active as buyers were competitive in their efforts to put together loads of cattle. Medium and large one feeder steers, 600 to 633 pounds, brought $415 to $445. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 500 to 542 pounds, brought $405 to $445. Box beef ended the day mixed with very good and light demand for solid offerings. Choice was up $303 at $354.28. Select was $1.80 lower at $349.28. Estimated cattle slaughter was 115,000 head, up 30,000 on the week and down more than 8,500 on the year. Cash hogs closed sharply lower with a very light negotiated run. Processors have had no sense of urgency when it comes to their procurement efforts and moving numbers this week. The industry is monitoring the availability of market-ready hogs, which are ample, and hog weights, which are running well above year-ago levels, along with demand. There are long-term concerns about demand strength that are lingering both on the global market and domestically. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct were down 375 with a weighted average of 72.61. The Iowa, Minnesota, and the Western Corn Belt had no comparison, but weighted averages of 74.18. Pork values ended the day higher Wednesday, up $1.04 at $92.29. Ribs were sharply higher. Bellies and hams were also up. And estimated hog slaughter was 496,000 head, up 78,000 on the week and up about 11,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were lower on profit-taking, waiting for direct business to develop, and lean hog futures ended the day lower on profit-taking as well. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
This is the commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
100 years ago, one seed changed everything. In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn. The one that started it all, the one that still turns heads, and the one that grows the future. This year, we celebrate a century of innovation. One big milestone made possible by one moment, one farmer, 100 seasons. See how it all began at pioneer.com/100.
Your hair's low-key giving right now.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements that are being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Dorothy Long of Salem passed away Sunday, January 4th, the age of 96 years. Services for Dorothy will be Saturday, January 10th at 11:30 in the morning at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Dorothy Long will also be Saturday starting at 10:30 in the morning and continuing service time at 11:30. And it will be at the Patterson Cemetery. And all arrangements for Dorothy Long of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Jimmy Pryor of Salem passed away Monday, January 5th at the age of 63 years. Funeral services for Jimmy Pryor will be Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jimmy Pryor will also be Saturday from 12 noon till service time at 1 o'clock. Memorial contributions may be made to the Salem Pentecostal Church of God. Envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Jimmy Pryor of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Glenna Faye Nash of Rolla, formerly of Salem, passed away Wednesday, January 7th, at the age of 96 years. Funeral services for Glenna Nash will be at 2 in the afternoon, Sunday, January 11th, at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Glenna Nash will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 12 noon until service time at 2 o'clock. Memorials are suggested to the Salem Full Gospel Church. Cards will be available at all James Gar locations, and all arrangements for Glenna Faye Nash of Rolla, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
MissouriNet.com is your free online news source. No monthly fees or annoying limited access to stories. For more than 50 years, MissouriNet reporters have been bringing you all things Missouri. Visit MissouriNet.com for our feature program Show Me Today, plus up-to-date news and sports. Are you a Missouri history buff? Check out Across Our Wide Missouri, MissouriNet, on the web at MissouriNet.com, on X at MissouriNet, MissouriNet.com.
It's now time for a look at local news. It's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Denton County Commission met this morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said materials would be added where needed and grading would be done on Denton County roads 4080 and 5490. He also indicated brush is still being cut on County Road 5615, and crews should finish that up this week. Green went on to say that rock will also be stockpiled at the County Road and Bridge Department. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported workers will be adding rock, brush cutting, and grading on Dent County Road 2313, while only grading will be done on County Roads 4437, 6140, and 6160. Williams said he received a petition to have 20-mile-per-hour speed limit signs installed on Dent County Road 2155, which the commission approved. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson will attend the Public Housing Authority meeting, External Relations Committee meeting, and the regular MRPC board meeting this evening in St. James. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley reported her office continues to work on the county budget for 2026. She again reported that all political subdivisions will need to get their election or non-election certifications submitted to her office by 5 o'clock on January 27th. The next meeting of the Dent County Commissioners will be Monday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Missouri Housing Development Commission has officially approved the financing package for Spring Creek Ridge, a new 40-unit affordable senior housing development in Salem designed for residents aged 55 and older. The commission voted on December 9th to award the project a combination of federal and state low-income housing tax credits and an MHDC home loan, securing the resources needed to proceed to closing and construction. Spring Creek Ridge is being developed through a partnership between the Salem Housing Authority, RCH Development, South Central Missouri Community Action Agency, and a highly experienced group of project partners. The development team is led by Chad Hartle, a veteran affordable housing developer with over 3 decades of experience delivering LIHTC communities throughout Missouri. The Housing Development Commission funding round was highly competitive, with 86 applications submitted from communities across Missouri and only 29 developments approved statewide. Securing an award required exceptional coordination, local commitment, and broad-based support. The approval of Spring Creek Ridge reflects years of preparation and a unified effort by the Salem Housing Authority, Salem Mayor Greg Parker, City Administrator Sally Burbridge, the Salem City Council, State Representative John Hukin, and State Senator Justin Brown, as well as private partners working together toward a shared goal of expanding affordable senior housing. Carrie Sutterfield, Salem's Economic Development Director, and Melissa Shaw, Executive Director of the Salem Housing Authority, played key roles in advancing the proposal. According to the Housing Development Commission reservation letter, Spring Creek Ridge has been awarded $1,080,000 in federal 9% housing tax credits, $756,000 in state 9% housing tax credits, and $650,000 in MHDC HOME funding. These resources will finance a modern senior housing community featuring 32 affordable units and 8 market-rate units. Affordable 2-bedroom units are projected at $690 per month, while market-rate units are set at $775. The City of Salem has demonstrated exceptional support for the project, including donating the development site and passing resolutions committing to rezoning. Spring Creek Ridge will also fund $400,000 in critical sewer upgrades, improvements long needed by the city. Spring Creek Ridge will consist of 10 residential buildings and a community building, offering 40 spacious two-bedroom apartments on site, social services, and resident support, energy-efficient construction and modern amenities, high-speed broadband infrastructure, and a community-focused design that fosters safety and independence. The Commission will now proceed with the conditional reservation agreement and an environmental review process, with closing anticipated late in 2026. An accident occurred Wednesday morning at 6:15 in Texas County on Kimball Road, about a mile north of Licking. According to the Highway Patrol report, a 2001 Suzuki Grand Vitara was northbound when it went off the right side of the roadway and overturned. Suffering minor injuries was a 32-year-old female from Salem who was taken to the Texas County Memorial Hospital by the Texas County Ambulance. It was unknown if the woman was wearing any seat restraints at the time of the accident. The Vitara was totaled and removed from the scene by Jay's Towing. The South Central Community Action Agency wants to remind low-income citizens that they can offer energy assistance through the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, which is also known as LIHEAP. Energy assistance is designed to provide financial assistance to help pay primary fuel source heating bills for Missourians during the months of October through March. Eligibility requirements for this assistance are based on monthly income, family size, available resources, and responsibility for payment of home heating costs. The payment you receive is also based on the type of energy source used in the home. Other assistance available is Energy Crisis Intervention Program. That's the ECIP funds. These funds can be used to prevent or restore disconnected service, assist with emergency repairs and furnace replacements, and even purchase wood stoves. To qualify for the ECIP assistance, households must be in a crisis in making energy payments to keep their services with their provider. The winter ECIP is available now through May based on available funding, with the maximum amount of funding being $800. Applications are now being accepted. For more information or to learn how to apply for LIHEAP, call the South Central Community Action Agency Satellite Office in Salem at 729-3500, or call the South Central Missouri Community Action Agency in Winona at 800-325-4633. You can also get the application online at scmcaa.org/energy-assistance. Ameren, Missouri is reminding residents, customers across the state, that a wide range of resources remain available to support qualifying households with their energy bills in 2026. In addition to programs funded by the company, Ameren partners with the Energy Assistance Foundation and hundreds of community action agencies to ensure customers can apply for funds, including the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, LIHEAP, which was also referred to in the previous story. In Dent and Phelps counties, Ameren, Missouri provides natural gas services. Ameren also invites customers who are able to pick up or give back to their communities to partner with the company by making a one-time or recurring contribution to the Dollar More program. The Dollar More program provides eligible households up to $600 per calendar year. Also, qualifications for the program have increased up to 300% of the federal poverty level. Throughout 2025, Ameren, Missouri partnered with hundreds of community action agencies to make more than $140 million in energy assistance and LIHEAP support available to customers across Missouri as well as in Illinois. For more information on all available resources, visit ameren.com/assistance. Attention high school seniors and their parents in the area. The application period for scholarships through the Community Foundation of the Ozarks is now open for the 2026-27 academic year. For a list of the scholarships available and the criteria to qualify for the scholarships, go to www.cfozarks.org. Each student will need to create a an account with their own username and password. The student will then begin the universal application process. The universal application is a comprehensive form that allows you to apply for all scholarships for which you qualify. After submitting the universal application, you'll receive a confirmation page that lists the scholarship opportunities for which you qualify. You're strongly encouraged to print this page. Finding a scholarship opportunity with one item of relevant criteria does not mean you will fully qualify for the scholarship. By completing the universal application by March 16th, you'll be able to apply for all scholarship opportunities for which you qualify. If you feel you should be eligible for any given scholarship opportunity, please call 417-864-6199. Well, that has been a look at local news and is brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, call them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Hey, it's Fitz, F-I-T with a Z from the Country Top 40 Countdown. Hope you had a great holiday season full of family and friends. We're tabulating, calibrating, and calculating the 40 biggest songs of 2025. And we're going to line them up from number 40 to number 1. Find out where your favorite song lands. I'll see you this weekend on CT40's Year of Hits with Fitz.
This is the commercial for Pioneer Seed Corn.
100 years ago, one seed changed everything. In 1926, Pioneer revolutionized farming with the first commercial production of hybrid corn, the one that started it all, the one that still turns heads, and the one that grows the future. This year, we celebrate a century of innovation, one big milestone made possible by one moment, one farmer, 100 seasons. See how it all began at pioneer.com/100.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem boys basketball teams traveled to West Plains Tuesday for non-conference action. The Salem varsity team fell to the Zizzers 69-42 to fall to 8-5 on the season, while the JV were victorious, edging the Zizzers 50-48 to improve to 4-2 in the year. The Salem freshman team lost to the Zizzers 42-37, and they are 5-3 on the year. All three Salem boys teams will travel to Sullivan to face the Eagles Friday night starting at 5 o'clock with the freshman game. The JV game will begin just after 6, and the varsity game will begin close to 7:30. You can hear the varsity game on KSMO Radio, and it'll also be audio streamed on KSMORadio.com, the KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers will host the Ava Bears tonight in their first SCA Conference match of the season. The Salem Lady JV Tigers will start things out at 6 o'clock, followed by the varsity contest near 7:30. KSMO Radio will carry the girls' varsity contest starting around 7:20 with Tiger Talk and Coach Cody Woody. And it'll also be video streamed on KSMORadio.com, the KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. Salem enters the game with a 4-6 record, and Ava is 1-9 on the season. The undefeated Bunker Eagles and Lady Eagles basketball teams will participate at the Legends Shootout this Saturday at the Mountain View Liberty High School gym, with the Lady Eagles playing Alton at 2:30 and the boys game to follow with Mountain Grove at 4 o'clock. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Sports, I'm Bill Pollock, a night of milestones in college basketball.
And Missouri comes to Lexington and wins for the first time
as Missouri, for the first time in program history, is 2-0 in the SEC.
Mike Kelly from Learfield, 73-68 win for the Tigers at Kentucky. Mark Mitchell scored 21, including the go-ahead bucket in the final minute.
Just us not breaking is just an accumulation of everything we've been doing we've been back since winter break. We didn't blink. We just stayed stronger, got closer, got more together, and I think it showed in those last couple of minutes.
Tigers are 12-3. They're at Ole Miss on Saturday. The St. Louis Billikens picked up a milestone win, beating VCU 71-62 in Richmond. It's their first ever win at Siegel Center.
Waits for the play to develop. Gives it up to Thames on the wing. Fights off the defender. Goes in strong. Layup good. Kellen Thames beat Djokovic.
Bob Ramsey from Learfield. Kellen Thames posted a career-high 18 points and added 10 rebounds. And Amari McCautry's clutch three sparked a 10-0 closing run.
I'm super confident. I work on it. Our team work on, situations like that, every day in practice. So, the main thing for us was, to stay composed. And, we did that. And credit to our coaches. They made sure we were calm in the situation.
The Billikens at LaSalle on Saturday. The Blues couldn't keep pace with Chicago, a 7-3 loss to the Blackhawks. A 4-goal second period, too much for St. Louis, who went scoreless on 5 power plays. Tyler Tucker scored the fastest goal of the season just 27 seconds into the game. But then the Blackhawks ruled from there. Otto Sternberg, a 20-year-old Swede, scored his first NHL goal for the Blues.
It's really fun. Something you've dreamed about your whole life. So, yeah, it was just super fun.
The Chiefs say they're aware of domestic violence allegations circulating on social media involving a woman who is the ex-girlfriend of wide receiver Rashee Rice. And the Chiefs have fired wide receivers coach Connor Embry. Bill Pollack, Missouri Net Sports.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First, drown it with a bucket of water. Then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
if it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips. Because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Made for agriculture, we are MFA.
Get your calves off to a good start with MFA branded feeds. With time-tested, proven feeds like Cattle Charge and Full Throttle, you can put pounds on your calves quickly, efficiently, and safely. The feed-to-gain ratios speak for themselves. A good start is critical for this year's calf crop. Financing is available. Get a great start with MFA Feed.
We are MFA.
Start the new year with a healthy boost from Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best eggs are the perfect way to fuel your day. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet. Whether you're making a hearty breakfast or adding a protein punch to your salad, Eggland's Best is a smart choice for a better you. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, and organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. I'll be back shortly with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri's 2026 legislative session is underway. Matt Pilger reports.
Lieutenant Governor David Wassinger called the Senate to order Wednesday. Senate President Pro Tem Cindy O'Laughlin, in her final year, challenged state government to focus on basics like better roads, schools, and jobs. She also warned state spending growth is unsustainable. House Democrats say they'll push practical solutions and transparency.
Missouri's latest school report card shows encouraging progress. More than 91% of public schools met or exceeded state standards. Deputy Commissioner Kelly Jones.
We're really taking a good look at those 9%, those schools that scored below the 70 with the annual performance report, and seeing what can we do to assist them into helping them get those scores at a higher level.
And Missouri lawmakers have filed 3 bills to replace the current governing body of the Missouri State High School Activities Association with a board appointed by the governor. This is Missouri Net.
Portable generators are a reliable backup power source, but they can be deadly if not used properly. To avoid carbon monoxide hazards, only operate generators outside, away from doors and windows, and install a carbon monoxide detector as a precaution. Before using a generator, be sure to educate yourself and others to ensure safety. Keep safety first, always. Visit membersfirst.coop to learn the value of your electric cooperative membership.